guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be making chili cheese fries for dinner using a queso flavored oat cheese that I'm making in my Vitamix. And we're gonna use TVP, textured vegetable protein, if you don't know what that is, along with some chili beans. I'm actually gonna be using, I have an air fryer, but I'm gonna be making the French fries in the oven because I'm making 8 potatoes, enough for 4 people. So I don't want to have to do double batches in the air fryer, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this recipe in the oven. So if you're interested in seeing the vegan chili cheese fries, stay tuned. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here. All right, let's get to making this recipe because I'm hungry and it sounds so good to me right now. So first things first, I'm going to wash a whole bag of potatoes and peel them. And now we're just gonna slice up our peeled and washed potatoes. Once you have your potatoes cut, you can soak them in water, cold water, for about 20 minutes if you'd like. This is supposed to make them more crispy once they're baked in the oven, so this is optional. They turn out good either way, but I thought I'd give it a try this way because I've never done it before. I've seen other people do it, but I haven't tried it, so I'm gonna soak this while I make my oat cheese, and then we'll season them and throw them in the oven, and then we'll make our TVP. For the oat cheese, you're gonna need a roasted bell pepper. You can buy these at the store in a jar, or you can just do it yourself in the oven. Or me, I just throw it on the gas burner here and let it roast. Use tongs to cook it. I just do that for a few minutes until each side gets charred. And then I'll just do, each piece till it's done. Now, I don't care if the whole pepper is softened through like it would be if I cooked it in the oven. All I really care about is it having a little bit of char because I'm gonna blend it in the Vitamix anyway. And I don't care about taking the skin off of it either, which some people roast and then peel the skin off. But since we're blending it in a high-speed blender, I don't need to do that because it's gonna be pulverized anyway. This just adds a little bit of extra flavor to the sauce, so you can do this or you can skip it. I've made cheese sauce plenty of times with a bell pepper without roasting it, and it's, just as delicious. So this is optional. It's up to you. Or you can Google how to roast it in the oven if you'd rather do it that way. That way it's a little safer. So yeah, anyway. This is a nice consistency for nachos or chili fries. All right, I preheated the oven to 420 degrees, and while that's heating up, I'm going to season my fries with salt and pepper, just keeping it simple. I have to do it in 2 batches because I have way too many, as you saw. I have to be able to stir these around. I'm just gonna use my tongs to do that. And I lined my baking sheets with parchment paper so that they don't stick in the oven. Obviously I made a ton, so I'm going to have to flip them after 10 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes in the oven, I'll give them all a toss and flip them. All right, the oven just told me it's preheated to 420 again. So I'm gonna add these in. And again, I'm gonna toss them. In about 15 minutes, I'll toss them so they all can get browned on each side. And they have to be in a total, actually let's do 20 minutes because they have to be in for a total of 35 to 40 minutes. So we'll do 20. Now we're gonna make our TVP. First things first, I'm gonna cook up half of a red onion. You can dry saute it for a few minutes, and if it starts to stick a lot, you can add some water, just a little bit of water. Once your onions are translucent, you can turn the heat down for a minute and then add in your TVP. I'm gonna add in 2 cups. This is the brand that I get, Anthony's. I got it on Amazon. And now I'm gonna add in 2 cups of water. Actually, I only have a little bit of TVP left, so you can do 2 cups. But I'm gonna do what's left in the bag, so let's see if we have 3 full cups. Ooh, so yeah, I have basically 3 cups. So then I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. And then I'm gonna bring it to boil for a second and then turn off the heat so that it can absorb all the liquid. All right, so this is 3 cups of water. And I'm gonna turn the heat up to like medium low because I need to add in the beans, and I'm gonna add in black beans, pinto beans, and a can of corn, and some seasonings like chili powder, garlic powder. I would add onion powder, but I'm all out even though it already has onions in it. So salt, pepper, chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, and I'm just gonna season to taste, so no direct measurements. Just add it and keep tasting it until you like the flavor. This is basically how I cook all the time. So that was pepper and salt. This is garlic powder. I like a lot of garlic, as you can tell. This is chili powder. Cumin. A little bit of cumin goes a long way, so you definitely don't need as much cumin as you do chili powder. I'm gonna stir this up. As you can see, it's soaking up the water. It's rehydrated soybeans. So I'm gonna taste it and see if I want more salt or chili powder. I'm gonna add in some more pepper. I'm gonna add in some more garlic powder. And a little bit more chili powder. And we're gonna add in our beans and corn. So our pinto beans, black beans. I'm not really draining the liquid out because it's just gonna add more moisture to the TVP so it can soften. Plus this is gonna be kept on warm while I'm waiting for the potatoes to finish. So obviously you don't have to add corn if you don't want to, but I like corn. If I had extra cans of diced tomatoes, I'd put that in there too. So when you're topping your food, you can top it with fresh tomatoes or fresh corn or fresh green onions or cilantro, whatever you want to put in it. Whatever is your taste preference. This I'm just gonna stick the lid on and let it stay warm and soften some more while, again, I'm waiting for the potatoes to finish cooking. And then everything is ready to put together. So make sure you taste it as you go and make sure it has the flavor that you want. So I decided to add another cup of water to this just so that I could boil it, make sure it is softened all the way through while the potatoes are cooking. So I'm gonna keep a lid on. It's almost time to flip our potatoes. They're sticking a little bit. Smell good. And the potatoes are going back in for another 20 minutes. So I've decided to stir up the potatoes and leave them in for another 6 minutes. They're not quite crispy enough for me. Alright, so here's my fries. I left the other one still in the oven because I don't have anywhere to put them. I turned the oven off. But anyway, I don't think they're that crispy. You could cook them for longer if you want, but I think they'll be fine. I'm gonna eat my food with a fork anyway, so I think this is good. Now let's put it all together and give it a taste test. And I'm adding salsa to mine. I wish that I had some green onions, fresh tomatoes to add to it too, but unfortunately, I do not. Kind of more like nacho fries instead of chili fries, but you get the idea. All right, you guys, here it is. Looks and smells delicious. Let's give it a taste test. So obviously you can add whatever you want to this. Some sour cream would be nice. Ooh. Green onions would be nice. I'm just dropping everything. Let's hurry up and take a bite. Tastes good to me. Oat cheese is not my favorite, but if you're in a pinch, like I don't have any cashews on hand, so if you're in a pinch, it works. Just use it sparingly, and it tastes good mixed with all the other ingredients. So let me know if you're gonna try it. Thanks so much for watching my little broccoli bites, and I'll catch you in the next video.